Hey guys, welcome back to Imposter Factory Part 3. We're right where we left off at the end of the break here, so. Those flashes are me clicking in and out of the window. So we've seen the baby Tobias grow up pretty sickly. In his current condition, do you think it'd be okay to go out? Linry. Yeah, okay. Dad, where are Mom and Grandma going? Grandpa going? They're off to get you something real cool, so just hang on there, okay? Okay. Are you hungry, Toby? Anything you want, just let us know. I feel really bad for everybody here, but like, especially Bill and Naomi, who grew up watching their daughter go through something similar, and now they're seeing it in their grandchild too, and they're watching her struggle. It's a ladder. Oh, the telescope. This is where he got it from. Could use a little dusting, but still works like new. I can't believe how long it's been. Let's just hope the stars haven't left, huh? I wanted to wait until he was a little older. Why is that? Well, you only get to see it like that for the first time once. It's nice when it can be appreciated as more than just pretty lights in the sky. Do you still remember when you first took me stargazing? How could I forget? I asked if you wanted to be a star or a lavender, and you said you wanted to be a star so that everyone else can see how lovely all the lavender are. I lied, you know? I mean, at the time, it was silly. I just wanted to make you proud. But later on, though, I actually did strive to be a star. It was never really because I wanted to. It was only because I was afraid of missing my one chance to shine. Freebird, you've got to stop coming for me. Like, I'm serious. I know I'm supposed to want to strive for greatness and leave my mark, but is it wrong if all I really wanted to be is just another lavender? I don't know about wanting to strive for greatness, Lynn, but I know those who leave a mark often never set out to do so. But they do so nevertheless, and often in the most unexpected ways. I'm gonna start crying again. Let's make this 2 for 2 with these episodes, huh? And hey, whether you like it or not, you sure still left a mark on me. I mean, sure, it might not mean something to the whole world, but meaning the whole world to someone still counts for something, right? As you do to me, and as I'm sure Toby does to you. I know you still blame yourself, Linry. But that won't do any good. Nobody's here forever, so all we can do is to make the most of what we're given. And that includes time. So, let's go take him to see the wonders this world has to offer, hmm? Yeah. Oh no, that wasn't a thump from the attic. What was that? I'm gonna barf. Toby, can you hear me? Please, just send someone right away. No, he's not. If we're cutting to a graveyard, I'm gonna be pissed. What did I say? What the fuck did I just say? Going back. Oh, living there. Yep, there's the helmet. Linry, everything's ready for tomorrow's presentation. The tests all went through without a hitch. Great work, Al. You should go get some rest. They'll be here early tomorrow. You're still working? Yeah, one more test never hurts. Not gonna argue with you there. Initialize. Welcome back, Doctor. System, run a stress test via artificial memory convergence. Please choose test an entity reference. Search memories for snow. Wait, there. Go back. Entity selection confirmed. Keep personality and traits? Yes. Keep extrapolated memories? No. Use generic memories. What the hell? Is this how, like, the Quincy that we're seeing came to be? Please select memory setting for artificial insertion. It doesn't matter. Choose one for me. Or choose one for me. Memory loaded. Visit at U. Haynes Estate. That's fine. Initiating foreign entity to memory setting. Entity activation in 3, 2, 1. So, you've reached the end. Are you actually... I know you have more questions, but... I have an urgent theory that needs your help testing. Would you come back to the mansion with me? I don't really have a choice, do I? Downstairs. What is it? I mean, what isn't it? But for one, I guess I'm still trying to get used to this being the real you. Hey, I didn't mean that in a bad way. And even then, why would you care about what I think anyway? Downstairs. Whoa. Entity deactivated. Entity deactivated. You bet your butts we're checking all of them. And we're checking the time. $3:21. It always happens between 3 and 3:30. She seems preoccupied. Maybe I could sneak around first? I mean, yeah, let's check out the manor. Ah, I can still check the samovar. If you haven't Googled what those look like, please do so. They're really awesome. I mean, I guess I'll check on the cat. And the study. I don't know. I want to poke around. They're giving me the chance. Contracts with smudged words, physical lock, server set to on, doors locked. Okay. Just wanted to double check. Where's Ricebot? Vintage record player with a blank disc, and that is still... The Sigmund prototype is still covered. Okay. Oh wait, I haven't checked the bathroom. With the time traveling sink. Just an ordinary sink. Liquid soap. Soap bar. Golden toilet. It's almost sad to see the description of just an ordinary sink. Hey, it's almost ready. What is? And what's all this? I've been compiling a batch test case to check for certain suspicions. So if this is a program... Again, I'm still convinced Faye from Finding Paradise is running around in here. The Faye-I, as one of my friends dubbed, if you will, is running around in here. So I wonder if she's responsible for them getting murdered. It was about done, but you were out too soon. Too soon? It felt like I was in there for quite a while. You were in a separate data stream where time is experienced differently. It's only been a few minutes over here. Resuming compilation, 67%. Actually, while we're waiting, I have a question for you. For me? Yes. Given what you've seen... Am I a terrible, selfish person? No, I don't think she is. I think she's just going through grief. No. I don't think that's fair to say. I mean, I can't say that you did all the right things, but... I don't know how many people could have if they were actually in your shoes. Thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking. Thank you, Quincy. But selfish? I suppose so. Quincy wasn't exactly altruistic either, but... he really did seem to try his best to put your happiness above all else. Linry? Compiling, 72%. I see. Well, we still have time, so I'll return the favor. Anything you'd like to ask me? Why? Why do you even care what I think? I mean, if I am what I am, why are you even talking to me as if I'm actually him? Because I'm supposed to be testing your believability, that's all. Is that so? Compiling, 76%. Now, would you like to ask any actual questions while there's time? Yeah. About that sink in the washroom. I know now that time wasn't being rewound, but why did it do what it did? The sink never did anything. I know it's hard to believe, but it was a coincidence. Or rather, a series of coincidences that happened over and over. As I was debugging, I reset the scenario a few times in the process. It was an oversight, but because you were an inserted entity and not native, you were not reset. And I just happened to be using that sink every time you did a reset? Yes. Isn't that too much of a coincidence? It is oddly improbable, but still above a 0% possibility. One of the reasons for my suspicion, actually, but we'll test that soon. Compiling, 82%. Oh my god, am I actually, like, on a time limit here? I hope you don't mind me asking, but quite a few years skip by at the end of that montage. What happened to me? I mean, Quincy. I don't know. You don't know? I don't. It's been many years since we've talked. After everything that happened, we just went our separate ways. Or perhaps, more accurately, I did. Compiling, 88%. It's almost complete. There's time for just a couple more questions. That room upstairs that you sent me in, what's so special about it? I've just never been to that particular room in all my years here, that's all. Since this place is based on my memories, it's just a void space in there, so I used it. Honestly, there are still a lot of issues with these reconstructions. The exterior seems to be based on a more recent memory of it than the interiors, for one. Still a lot of work to be done. Compiling, 94%. One last question, and we're starting. Oh, well, shit. I wasted the one that didn't matter. Well, double Linry can be explained by the real one running around while the memory filtered through, I think. So, let's see what the murders are up for. So, what's with the murders happening here? My foot fell asleep. I mean, the simulation is based on your memories, right? How come I didn't see it in the flashbacks? Because the murders never happened. At least, I don't remember it happening. Which is strange, because it seems to be unavoidable in this simulation based on my memory. Did you figure out why? Not yet, but with what I'm setting up, I'm afraid I'm about to. Compiling, 100%. Okay, it's ready. I've prepared a batch of test scenarios with particular variables. Notably, the location of Dr. Haynes and Dr. Yu and their intent. As for you, you'll be my observer. Observer? Yep. All you have to do is go into the rooms and look at them. That's easy. Look at them to check if they're dead. That's easy, but less appealing. It's for science. Oh, then, yay. Indeed. You ready? Yes, definitely yes. Great. Now check the bathroom. The bathroom? Yep. I stuffed them in there. I stuffed them there first. Can you not? The bathroom is like the only sanctuary I had left. It's fine. I'll be monitoring and waiting right out here. Besides, you need to learn to get out of your comfort zone. Oh, we're way beyond the very concept of comfort zone. Yeah, finding out that you're just a thought and an idea on someone that she used to love. Yeah, out of the comfort zone. I see them. Good. Now come back out. So, alive or dead? Alive, I think. They aren't moving or responsive, though. Yeah, I've set them on a different layer. Okay, now go back in and out a few more times and report their status. Oh, good. Debugging. Quite literally. Alright. Whoa! Yeah, that's... We're verging back into the horror territory here. Now? Still alive, but they're closer. Oh, that was me. Sorry. Move them for convenience. Linry, you trolling? Go on again. If they're right there... Oh. Oh, shit! Linry! Dead, Linry. They're dead. Ugh, you sure? Yes! This could be bad. It is bad. They're dead. Okay, I'm going to log off and get Dr. Kim to come and help. Just check the other rooms while I'm gone, alright? Wait, you're leaving me alone to check for more bodies? What's the issue? You've already seen much worse earlier. Besides, you know they're not real. I know I'm not real. I mean, in terms of realness, they're just as real as me. Fair point. Okay, then. Here. What is this? Your bodyguard. My bodyguard. Yeah, he protect. You can't make me cry at the beginning of this episode and then smash he protect right in there. Oh my god, Freebird. I'm gonna hug all of you and then smack you. Okay, I'll be back soon. Good luck. Oh, wait. Tell me, do you really protect? You don't protect. What the? I am System. Oh, I've seen you in her memories. Good. System supervises Quincy while Linry is gone. Do you now? Guess I'm gonna be babysat by a giant talking sound wave. Do not be afraid, for this is not my final form. Behold, a form even you may comprehend. Ricebot! Ricebot? Indeed. Ricebot was merely the humble beginning of my AI. Oh my god. They turned Ricebot into the fucking Sigmund thing? But now, I am much more. I am creator of worlds and cooker of rice. Taste my rice. Taste it. Holy shit! This is the tastiest rice I have ever eaten. How can something taste this good? Nobody knows. I need to know. There is no way to know. But when Quincy completes mission, reward is more rice. What are we waiting for then? Let's go find them. Ricebot sis, join the party. Oh, yeah, you can come too. Cat, join the party. Now let us proceed to the party hall, the kitchen, and the study. Repeatedly, until they die. There ought to be a better way to put that. Sweet. We're now in the game with the best character. Ricebot. What's the strawberry jam you've got in there, huh? Bunch of bodies. Oh dear. Anomaly detected. Okay, bye. It shouldn't be that creepy, but it is. Okay. I was gonna say they're gonna be dead just like when I walk back in, but nope. I wonder if this is RNG. Oh dear. Anomaly detected. I've noticed that like my rice bot is like the only voice that's been consistent throughout. Stop. Hover time. God damn it. Wow, so powerful. There it is. Anomaly detected. Okay, well now what? Yep, still dead. Linry? Linry? You're back. Linry? What's going on? Whoa, what are you doing? Linry? You're scaring me. I just need a moment. What happened? What did you see out there? Nothing. Hey, you can tell me. It's not like I'm gonna run with it. Linry? Linry, initial tests were completed. The hypothesis holds. Continue? Yeah. I'll be there. Soon. Affirmative. Proceeding to party hall. The hypothesis? Please proceed to the party hall. Where's my rice? Where's my rice? Rice bot? You promised me more rice. I did the tests. I should have gotten rice after every dead body discovery. It is starting. Huh, I remember this from the memories. They demo the machine here, right? I don't think the replay got that far, though. This is the furthest point. Huh? Death is variable, but all death tangents link to this moment. When they demo the machine for the guests? Affirmative. Data predicts if we leave this room now, everyone will die. Everyone here will die. Data predicts. Now, let us leave this room. What? Do we have to? It is imperative. Leave this room and come back to confirm. Oh boy. Can't wait to see a bunch of corpses. Linry's gone. What the? She's gone. Data shows Linry is offline. Again? She will be back. In the meantime, please return to party hall. Oh boy, bunch of dead buddies. The door's locked. Excellent. They're just all murdered there. Deaths confirmed. Resetting room. Wait, if you could just reset the room while we're in here, why did we have to leave and come back every time earlier? Leaving was not necessary for reset. Leaving was necessary for death. Yeah, I was gonna say. What? Whenever we look, they do not die. Faye, are you a weeping angel right now? Whoa, what happened? I'm not certain. This isn't supposed to... It's never happened before. Under this scenario, equipment damage occurs. Core computing unit in basement is destroyed. Destroyed? How? Data unknown. Resetting. Now, the final test. Quincy will go to basement. The core computing control room? Affirmative. Both sites will be observed. Data anomaly is expected. What kind of anomaly? Unknown. Guess I'll find out then. Do you remember the entrance? It's a pool table. The pool table? Affirmative. Please proceed. Oh wow, cat's really just not gonna protect, huh? Where's my rice? Rice bot. Rice bot, I thought we were friends. Wait. It is dangerous to go alone. Take this. Take this. Take this. Cat? Join the party. I mean, sure, why not? I thought he was gonna give me rice. Please proceed to basement computing lab. In case of anomaly, he will protect. You guys keep on saying that, but I just don't see it happening. If that cat actually pulls out a knife like he thought it might, that would be pretty awesome. Speaking of, I'm surprised my own little fuzzball hasn't come to harass me. Okay, we're down. Kind of creepy with no one here, though. Kind of creepy thinking that this is where Linry's running around in the real world. Supposedly. What the? Something's fucking with the system. I don't remember this hall being nearly this long before. What was that? Every time we pass a vent. Did you hear that? Something's not right. There's that light again. Okay, you know what? Stop. Just stop it. What the fuck is this? Why is the corridor so long? Where does the light keep coming from? And what's with the weird sounds? You hear that? Freaking creepy wood creaking. How? It's all metal and concrete here. There is no wood! And you, what do you even do? How are you supposed to protect? You don't even have a knife. You're just a cat. And now that I think about it, you aren't even that long. Rest in peace, long cat. If only you were actually helpful. Do not anger the cat. Oh, you made it cry. Quincy. Quincy bot. Okay, look. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. It's just been a rough day, you know? I mean, first all the murders, and then I find out that I don't exist. Even for an optimist, that stings. On the upside, I guess it really can't get any worse from here. Don't ever say that. Come on, let's go finish this. Whatever's up ahead, I'll take it. Wait, what was that? This is the Pokemon evolution noise. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Yep. That's as non-copyright as you get. You've changed. Freebird, we really gotta talk, guys. You've become something else. Something more. Oh my god, this cat is swole. You're taking the lead? At the darkest hour, you've really come through for me. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. Oh, he's long. Alright. Let's go observe the pug out of that computer. Quincy. Oh, I'm now playing as Long Cat. Hobbs? Yeah. Not Long Cat evolved into Hobbs. Hello? Linry? You're back. Yeah, sorry, I had to step out to double check something. Are you almost at the control center? I sure hope so. We've been walking for ages. The corridor leading to it seems to be stretched. It seems to be looping. Boy, I'll say. Wait, you mean literally? Yeah, hang on. It should be fixed now. Thanks. But why was it like that? I'm not certain, but the room should be just ahead now. Tell me when you get there. I'll start the demo sequence then. Alright. If only you could do that with every crappy, PT ripoff. Oh, let me just push a button. Your crappy looping hallway game is gone. Well, we're finally here. You ready? That swole cat is so ready. Okay, Linry, do you hear me? Yeah, the scene is ready and loaded. Should we, prepare for something? Just being there is enough. We'll have your data stream. You only need to stand there and observe. Okay, I'm good at that. Well then, shall we begin? I mean... yeah. Yeah, we're ready. Let's do it. Okay, the demo scene is starting. You should see the machine powering up. Yeah, it just did. Good. Keep your eyes on it and tell me if you see anything weird. Uh-huh. Do you see anything? No, it seems to be running normally. Although, there's some weird sound. What kind of weird sound? Is it the machine short-circuiting? No, it's not coming from the machine. Quincy, don't walk away from it. It seems to be coming from... the vent. Like I said, every time we passed a vent. Oh, good. I was like, they said there were going to be tentacles. Are there actual tentacles? There are tentacles. Quincy? The system is almost ready. What are you seeing? GG, Quincy. I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. Yeah, no kidding. Is that gonna turn into someone? Faye, are you Lovecraftian? Don't move. What are you? Why can't I get a reading on you? You already know why. I'm convinced it's Faye. So, you know. Then, are you the reason? When I unplugged from here earlier, when I logged off, there was nothing. Nothing but the machine to log back in with, as if the entire world just vanished. Am I not real either? What? No, you are real. Relative to this place, at least. What? Linry? Then, how many? Oh my god, so is what we saw with Linry not real? Like where she left Quincy? Did Toby even die? Is it still gonna be Neil? What the fuck? Too many. What is it talking about? Too many what? Too many worlds. We're a long way up, Quincy. There are a lot of layers beneath us. I may have created your world, but another had created mine. Over and over, until after however many layers. At the bottom of the stack, there exists the world that ran the first simulation. But as each simulation creates another, the original at the bottom is weighed down more and more. Until finally, even if just one more simulation is created, no matter how abstract, this whole system would, yeah, it would be enough to overload and collapse the entire structure. Tell me, are we at the top of that stack? You're correct. Then there's something that I still don't get. Why don't you just cut the infinite loop from the get-go? Why are you trying to preserve this world without eliminating us? And why are you here, even bothering to talk to us about any of this? Why do you even bother talking to him? Hey, I'm right here. That's different. He's... Linry? Tell me, who are we to you? To me? Ha! It was Faye. To me, you are no one. Boom jams. But then again, that doesn't mean much. Okay, so this is modern times. I'm not so different from that rice bot of this world, after all. You don't look like a rice bot. No, I certainly hope not. Were you also an AI refit for the simulations? Well, not exactly. But I sure do clean up after your mess just the same. These worlds may be simulations, but the automation still follows the laws of physics. To a fault, really. In cases like this, for example, someone has to manually prevent everything imploding. Fortunately, I happen to have an innate disregard for the laws of physics. Yeah, you do. But that's all a story for another day. I've already played it. Hey, what are you... Damn, Faye. Oh, the paper airplane. My heart. Wait, is that... This is music from Finding Paradise. The overall melody is, the leitmotif. Shall we? Holy shit. The paper airplane because of Colin. There are a lot of tangents out there beyond this one. Each moment blooming into countless branches of their own. But this particular tangent is being observed because it's special. It's special because despite being at the top of the stack, it was almost identical to base reality. I really love that sprite of her where she turns around and like cuts across the sky, so I'm glad to see it again. There, everything began unfolding the same way. Your childhood, your youth, your diagnosis. And just like here, against all odds, you kept pushing on. Never wasting a moment to unravel as much of the world as you can, while you still could. You learned all you could, tried as hard as you could. You met someone. Someone you imagined the future with. And graduated into a career where you felt you could make a difference. For a while, at least. Yeah, then Louis died. Until it became something else, too much to bear. She's run every time. Every time there's death, she runs. You escaped, traveled the world. And wondered why you didn't do it sooner. The base reality where we're from, it all followed the same course. That is, up until that point. Where the kid died? When you came back from the trip and found out you were pregnant. When you became ill halfway through the pregnancy. When you had to make that choice between yourself and the child. You chose to delay your surgery until he was due. Oh! You chose the child. Congratulations, but please rest well. You need some time to recover, but we're quite behind already. We'll be transferring you to surgical unit soon. I understand. How is he doing? He's okay. You're the one we should be worrying about. He's tiny. Our little Toby Renard. Actually, about that, I've been thinking, well, is her surname going to... no, Renard is... Fox is his name. So, is her surname going to be Watts? Yeah, Renard is Quincy's name, yep. It's a weird way to spell that variation, but that is a variation of Fox in a different language. I'm used to R-E-N-A-R-D. So is her surname going to be Watts? I think, is he gonna wanna... Maybe we should take your surname instead. My surname? I mean, I can't think of any reason why not. But after all that, I can think of lots of reasons why he should. I'd love that. Although, Toby doesn't ring as well with Watts, does it? I knew it! It's Neil! It's Neil! These are his parents! Do you have something else in mind then? How about Neil? Neil, huh? So he did call Quincy in the Christmas thing. I can't believe I called this. Holy shit. It's because he has so many mannerisms. Quincy and Neil have so many mannerisms that are the exact same and like the same kind of humor. And he has his mom's hair and her illness. Yeah, I like it. Our little Neil Watts. So they're in Neil's machine right now. In base reality, your son had never had the complications of an early birth. He made it through childhood just fine. With all the love you and Quincy could give him. She's in the wheelchair now. But as for you, you never fully recovered. With the delay, the treatment couldn't revert your decline. And you spent much of your remaining years bedridden. Did Neil grow up watching her die? Still, perhaps out of the will to be there for him, you lived long past your prognosis. To watch him grow up, even if just a little more. But eventually, as you felt your time coming near, you sought out some old friends to leave something for him for when he grows up. That does explain his nihilist views. He literally grew up with his mom dying, and he inherited her illness. Oh my god. So that call was literally to Quincy, who's just been alone. Oh my god. When was the last time he talked to his dad? Who just loves him. You left him a piece of your memories. At the time, there was no way to decrypt it. But still, someday you hoped. When it rains, it pours. Soon after you passed away, your son was diagnosed with the same hereditary condition. But perhaps it was a reminder of his limited time here, memento mori. It's a good Camelot song. Ava! Is that a little Ava? Oh my god, is that a young Ava? Holy crap. It stirred something within him, pushing him further, as it did for you. And although he tried distancing himself from others, knowing what might await those who get close, he wasn't successful with everyone. Oh my god, he and Ava have known each other since childhood. I'm going to stab myself in the head. She did mention him knowing for a while. Yeah, she did. Oh my god, I hate this. Freebird, we've really got to talk, guys. Slowly, from the very basics, he worked and worked. All the way past the research you left behind. But despite it all, when the time came, again and again, he was rejected by the Foundation over your incident. So instead, he sought an alternate route. Sigmund? He pivoted to an external company that licensed the imperfected technology. And rather quickly, he made it into the ranks. With some help from a friend. Ava. It was a company where he could still access the code and hardware of the technology. A company that used it to fulfill last wishes by implanting the memories of a new life. A company called Sigmund Corps. So Sigmund is like they're like an offshoot of the original idea. Like, I guess some investors took the idea before they could really copyright the intellectual property or something like that, because it was all under the table shady shit. It's been many years since then. In that time, he's aided countless patients and witnessed as many lives go by. All while perfecting the technology on his own accord with the hardware and data access. That's why he put Faye in there. That's why he made that deal with Faye. It could help complete his machine, so he could decode his mom's message. And today, in that world, he succeeded. The world that we're in, and every world in the stack it stands upon, they're the result of the first functional stress test from the machine he perfected. The first successful test. This machine he built, what is it for? A window to a world where everyone could leave part of themselves after they're gone. Oh, so these guys, these two, this old couple here in this mansion wanted to leave behind time capsules. Like, lasting messages, essentially. Whereas Sigmund Corps rewrites memories and, like, redoes their whole life. I see. It's built on the same principles, but executed very differently. That's very interesting, actually. So that everyone who ever existed, no matter how ephemeral, could have a lasting place in this world. And without having to say goodbye even earlier than they have to. To see and experience all the different possibilities this life has to offer. All my life here since the day he was born, I wished I'd made a different choice then. I'm so glad that somewhere out there, I did. I'm so glad that he's made it. It's almost time. Now that we've gone beyond the boundary of set events, this tangent needs to be terminated. Terminated? It's just one tangent. Can't you let it run just this once? But it's not just this one tangent. Out of the countless paths the test generated, this is not the only one that reached this point. As I speak to you on this roof, I'm also speaking to thousands of other versions of you elsewhere. They too managed to dig deep enough to have found me. And if I don't terminate them, the Foundation will fail and take everything with it regardless. This world was never meant to exist beyond this point. But, the worlds aside, I might have a way to give you more time. When you're ready, come with me. There's a place we need to go to. Anomaly detected. Right spot? You guys got here just in time. Hey, can they come with us? Oh my god. No, I'm afraid not. Thank you, Faye. Where we're going, there's no protocol for them. They'll have to stay here. Oh, the statue's gone. Was that fountain always like that? Yeah. It was Faye. Because it was an angelic figure holding up an orb. It was Faye. She made herself the statue. Very clever, Faye. Hey, about what happened back there. I know. It was pretty scary, huh? Listen, I don't blame you for running. To be honest, I was so panicked that I didn't even notice you were gone. On the other hand, sorry we got the world deleted. I'd say curiosity killed the cat, but I guess we weren't ever even alive. I honestly still don't know what your deal is, but maybe I'll see you at a reboot one day and find out, yeah? Take care, little dude. We'll talk to our best friend Ricebot in a minute. Yeah, look at that giant ass hole Faye just blew open. Jesus Christ, Faye. She does not do things like half-ass, ever. The groundskeeper would be livid. Yeah, Emil would go into cardiac arrest. Oh, I can't look to see if the fox is still there? Alright. Let's go talk to our friend Ricebot. So, you heard that, right? Affirmative. I am linked to Linry's data feed. But do not worry, for I am well-versed. Well-versed in what? Making rice. In ceasing to exist. Oh, no! Ricebot! I am shut down daily. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if this is the same thing, but let's hope so. There can be no difference between nothingness. Farewell, until next time. Farewell, Ricebot. That was very poetic for a rice robot. You doing okay? Hey, Linry? Yeah. Yeah, I'm more than okay. That was, yeah, that explained why she was fucking freaked out, curled up on the floor crying, because she realized she wasn't real either. She'd been treating Quincy like an asshole. Well, shall we go? Sorry, I keep trying to pitch Faye's voice up higher so she and Linry don't sound the same. Let's go. Yeah, Linry? I'm ready. So, where are we going? Somewhere far, but you'll be among good company. Now, this ride might be a bit more intense than the last one. Would you like the front seat or the back? It really doesn't matter to me. I guess Linry can sit up front. All right, your call. I'm happy to see Faye kicking. Shit, shit, shit. They both couldn't do that, really? Faye, you've got a sick sense of humor. We've reached our station. If you guys are at the moon, I swear to God. Looks like we're the last to arrive. The last ones? What is all this? What the fuck? Are these all versions of you from tangents where I materialized? Yes. The salvageable ones, at least. Salvageable ones? Well, we can't extend every rogue versions of you, but if we consolidate the ones similar enough, then there'd only be one set to deal with. That is the way to end the rogue infinite loops, but still keep you, in a sense. Speaking of which... Faye, fuck off. I think everyone's here. There, isn't that all better? Sorry you have to see me like this, but I'll try to be quick. What are you doing? Didn't I tell you already? I'm saving the world. I kind of dig Faye as an eldritch abomination. AI, I think this is really awesome. Finally. Some peace and quiet. All these lights. It's time for them to rest so others may keep shining. And you guys met on the moon. Symbolism is not lost on me. Neil probably did that on purpose. Beyond that gate, you'll find a new life for yourselves. One where your illness is cured, where everyone lives happily ever after. It will be a linear illusion with little resource required to maintain. But to you, it will feel like a lifetime as real as your own. Think of it as a parting gift. You hear that, Linry? We get to live the perfect timeline. That... utopias creep me out. This is what Neil does, though. Linry? There's no point. I'm beyond grateful that our son is out there, but our purpose here is done. What truly happened beyond this world is already set. Why would another virtual ride matter when not even our own did? I've already seen all there is to see. Neil also inherited her attitude. Or her nihilistic views, I should say. All that truly matters, anyway. But what if you haven't? I mean, I certainly had my world shattered too, in more ways than one. But if anything, doesn't this broaden the possibilities, not narrow it? And for that matter, why does it even matter if our reality isn't base reality? They may not be the reality, but they were still our realities and all that we'd known. I mean, who's even to say that hers is truly the ultimate end of the stack? Oh, yikes. Careful with Faye there. What's beyond that gate, it may not be real relative to her, but it's just as real relative to us. And who knows, maybe it'll be a glimpse of a reality that is truly out there somewhere. Multiverse theory, yay! For those who don't know, I love parallel universe and multiverse theory. I think it's really awesome and fun, so this is like zooming right up my alley. A reality that we can visit, and time to grow old together. What do you say, Linry? Want to go on one last trip together? Oh, that's a really sweet way to ask it. You'll wait for us until then? I won't need to wait. To me, time is a place. Go on. Your new life is waiting. Oh, she didn't meet Quincy until college. Oh yeah, she's cured. Look at that little sprite. So is he Tobias or Neil? Aww. So they met in like middle school. Seems like. Middle or high school. Wait, is that Roxy and Lynn? Ah, this is a simulation. So... Oh. Oh. Let's be real, Ava would beat him over the head. It was Roxy and Lynn, okay. Oh, can move again. Something you saw makes sense. You'll have to tell me later. Who are you? You're happy. Aw, yeah, it's the two old doctors. There's Lynn, there's Roxy, there's the drunk dude who is making the terrible hair puns. There's Louis. There's his partner, I think. Okay, can we talk about what a boss Roxy is? Oh, Oh, speaking of cats, here is my cat. I love Roxy. She's like the chipper badass that'll kill you in your sleep. Do you actually turn around or do we never see your face? Oh, you kind of get, yeah. Linry. Aww. Yeah, some comments I was seeing are making more sense, but I'm disagreeing with them right now, actually. Like, some vague comments I'm seeing are making a lot more sense, and I'll address them. Neil, are you wearing your lab coat? Oh my gosh. That's wild to even think about. At the end of the day, all the things Neil can't have. Something tells me Neil actually wouldn't like this. Well, we had a good run, huh? The bestest. Yep, there's Faye. It's about time. But this is all I could manage to do. Was it enough? More than I could ever ask for. But I just wish he were actually here. He is here. That's the light. It was Neil watching. He's been here this whole time. And from now on, he always will be. From now on, everybody will be. I think Neil would think this is too cliche. I think he's gonna watch it and be dissatisfied. Because this is what's ideal for them, not what's ideal for him. Look at all of these CGs. Freebird. I am so proud of you. Oh my gosh, we get like a moving cutscene from them. Holy shit. We always get a post-credit sting. Oh, my cat just fucked off. So that was really good. I don't know why people were so fucking confused. So a lot of things I saw was really, like, a lot of things I saw were like really divisive or derisive or whatever the word is that I can't think of right now. That like it was like split. They were like, I didn't understand it. I'm a nerd who's really liked multiverse theory for a long ass time. So like, if like multiverse theory is something that's hard to grasp, I get why it's difficult for people to get it. Like, I'm not gonna be like, it's so easy, duh. It's like a lot of people who like watched Inception and were like, you need to watch it like 5 times to understand it. And I watched it the first time and I was like, no, I got a pretty good grip on it. It was a good movie. So, I mean, it just depends on. I mean, they do explain things that are concepts that are very difficult and hard to understand. There were parts where I was, like parts in the other games where I was like, oh my god, what the fuck even are they saying? And it would take them a little while for things to sink in or for things to really like make sense. So, but a lot of criticism actually came from that happy end montage. They were like, oh, things just turned out great, like that's a little weird. I'm gonna wait to press space because we usually get a post-credit sting, so I'm gonna wait to see. And they were like, oh, things just didn't make sense, and then it all turns out really awesome, and it's just so tonally different, and it's really creepy in a way. And they're talking about the Neil and Ava thing. They're talking about how, oh, Neil set up a simulation where he is in a perfect relationship with Ava, and they have a kid, so that means that they fuck. And it's like, oh my god, do you guys not understand that this is the happy ending created for Quincy and Linry? What would they want but to see their son happy and with the woman that he cares about? It's not that Neil is living out this fantasy himself of like, it's not like he's doing it for like fulfillment, like wish fulfillment, like, oh, I can finally be with my waifu in this VR simulator. He's finally like, oh my god, I managed to crack my mom's code, and the last thing I can give her is this ideal life because she gave her whole life up for me. And so, like, what Neil literally, this is what Neil can't express. This is what he can't say to his dad when he calls him on Christmas, and Quincy is like, who are you? Why are you calling? I'm so tired of these calls. Son, is that you? Please speak to me. Like, guys, think back to the Christmas episodes. Neil has not talked to his dad in a long time, so how long has Quincy sat there alone, missing his wife and his son who has estranged himself? Like, this is everything that Neil can't actually give his parents. The things, like my mod said, that Neil can't have. He can't have his mom and dad with him. And I'm sure at some point in his life he would have loved nothing more than to give his mom back to his dad, because goddamn, like, when you lose a parent and you see how in love that they were, you, at least in my personal experience, you want nothing more than to be able to give them back to that other parent and realize that, yeah, they should have been able to grow old together, and it's not fair. So Neil is literally living out what he could have, and what was perfect for his parents was for Neil also to have a happy life, because Quincy and Linry were very loving parents, and what loving parents don't want their children to have the best life possible? We've seen that all throughout this series. Like, fuck, Johnny's mom went crazy, but like, with grief. She went crazy with grief, and because she never got help. But I mean, she wanted what was best for him, and in her mind, that was having him taking the memory suppressants that made him forget that he ever met River. Like, fuck, dude. Like, a parent's love for a child and wanting them to have the best ending is, like, one of the motifs of this series. Like, Colin and Sophia wanted the best for Asher. His parents wanted the best for him. They were working all the time just to make sure that he could go to school and have a good life and everything like that. Like, I mean, it's a motif. Like, how, like, this is, like, where I'm kind of, like, putting my foot down and being like, this isn't creepy because it's not wish fulfillment for Neil. It's wish fulfillment for his parents. It's what he can't give Quincy now. It's what he can't give a Quincy who's sitting alone in his house. It's what he can't give to his mother who is gone, who left him a message goodbye. It's what he could give back. I personally don't think Neil himself likes this idea, but I think he feels maybe almost like he owes it to his mom. You know, who chose her life, who chose his life over hers. I can't speak from that experience. But, yeah, I don't agree with the criticism that happy end montage doesn't make sense or is creepy or something. Like, it's literally what happens at the end of every other game, except it just happens to characters that you have known throughout the past 2 games. And it's creepy, quote unquote, because Ava's not acting like Ava and blah, blah, blah. Well, no, it's a fucking simulation. Like, but Ava cares about him. We still have that flash from the Christmas bonuses, the Christmas bonus of her hooked in to one of her own fucking things. That one flash of her hooked into one of her own company's helmets, reliving Christmas memories with Neil. So she cares about him. Like, oh my god, that just blows my mind. But anyway, let's see if I'm correct and there's a post-credit sting. And Neil proves me right. Because he's a nihilistic butthead. What's up, man? It's been a while. Oh, Neil, there you are. I just can't hold it in anymore. I must confess to you. That's not funny. It's a little funny. So, did I handle that all right? Yeah, thanks. Strange how that's supposed to be the perfect timeline, though. It only felt perfect because it had the context of adversity that already exists here. Without that, there was nothing to overcome. It passed by without even a meaningful ripple. Yeah, see, I told you he didn't like it. But still... Are you familiar with the Library of Babel? I can be. Should I download the encyclopedia on it? No, that's alright. It's this theoretical library of books containing every possible combination of letters and punctuation. Anything that can be written, or ever will be, can be found there. So it's mostly nonsense and noise, but... once in a while, you reach for a book, and it just happens to be exactly what you need. What is that? A perimeter breach attempt. I gotta go. Perimeter breach? What perimeter? Wait, you don't mean... someone's ringing his doorbell? Yeah, because he uploaded her into his own. Roxy. Neil! I don't have your stapler, I swear. Oh, don't be silly. We were just nearby. Nearby now. Very far an hour ago, before deciding to be nearby. I love how he and Robert don't like each other. Yeah, what are the chances, right? So anyway, we were gonna go somewhere rad. You in? How rad? Surprisingly rad. Hard pass. Gee, somebody's a party pooper. Well, alright. I guess no all-you-can-eat ice cream for Neil, then. Oh my god, they remembered that she loves ice cream. I said, I guess no all-you-can-eat ice cream for Neil, then. We might as well, Neil. Who knows when will be the next time we'd be able to... How'd you change so fast? It's a coat, not a cocktail dress. I'm expecting greatness. You forgot to close the... Oh. Is somebody in there? Hello? Faye, you keeping people out? I think Faye's keeping people out. Episode 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Okay, so I was right about A Bird Story. It does take place in the Finding Paradise. Thank you for supporting the series throughout the years. Yeah, some people were saying this was like a shitty way to end the series, and I'm like, is it actually over? There's a question mark. There's a lot to explore. There's a lot that's unfounded. It could end there. If it was the end, I don't think it was a bad end, honestly, but I think there's a lot more with Faye that you could do. Like, when you threw Faye in there, that was a fucking game changer. Oh no, the game went poof. Well, let me at least open up the menu so there can be, like, music while I continue to give my thoughts. Okay. There we go. I was like, go, where is it? Okay. First off, I want to say I am just so impressed with how much Freebird has been improving. They knocked it out of the park with To the Moon, and it still holds up wonderfully. And Finding Paradise was amazing, and so was Imposter Factory. I'm in the camp that this was fucking great. And it could either end here or keep going. I mean, there are also comics as supplementary material. They had them actually physical for a while, I was reading, but you can buy them on Steam for $2. And there's one that's like dancing. Let me see here. The one that accompanies Imposter Factory here, because I can actually click out of the damn window, is the Bestest Dancers comic. And apparently that is like pretty imperative to read as like a companion piece to this. They also have the AU Playbook, which is completely free, actually. It's downloadable content. And it says, make your favorite character say the worst things, or the nicest, you decide. Have you heard of the many worlds theory? It says that somewhere out there exists a reality where all your favorite Freebird character is about to say the very thing you're about to type. The Alternate Universe Playbook is a software that allows you to view that reality. With an intuitive and simple interface, AUP allows the whole community to create and write scenes using ready-made character portraits and backgrounds, then easily capture, record, and share them. If you're an art deity, adding your own custom portraits and characters is also as simple as dragging your own drawings to the folder. Note, this program is still under development and further changes may occur. Side effects may include constipation from being stuck on writing dialogue. Please feel free to report any other issues you may find. So literally, they have a free AU thing where you can make whatever storyline you want, and you can play around and make your own thing. You can make your own story within the realm of I've now seen it as referred to as two different series, as the To the Moon series or the Sigmund Core series, which I think Sigmund Core fits better, but officially on Steam it's counted as the To the Moon series. But yeah, all three of these games were fantastic. I know A Bird Story is about an hour. And I've been looking for things to like, and it's a completely like dialogue-less experience. So, I have a few things that I can play because my mod and I need to test some stuff out. before we do the next thing, because we're starting our big thing. I'd be honestly shocked if we could get through it this year, but that's okay. I'm totally cool with it. But I want to start that on a lengthy day like today, so that would wait until next Saturday. So I have a few like shorter things I can play in between. I thought Imposter Factory was great. I really don't see the problem with it. I think it deviates from the formula, and people are kind of uncomfortable with that, especially because it concerns characters that we are now intimately familiar with and attached to. All three of them are great, though. I would say my favorite was, for me personally, was still Finding Paradise. The protagonist I relate to the most, counting the male and female, counting both of them. So Johnny and River, Colin, Faye, and Sophia, all three of them, because they're all a package deal. And then Quincy and Linry. The protagonist I relate to the most is Colin, but my favorite is Quincy. I really liked Quincy. He was just a very earnest, sweet person. And these Linry here, yeah, I really liked her too. That's why when she asked, am I a terrible, horrible, selfish person? I'm like, no, you just did what any normal person would do. A lot of her lines of dialogue hit me really hard because, Freebird, we've got to have a talk about you digging at my baggage, my personal baggage, when I try to keep that shit off of stream and off of the internet. Like, Freebird, we've got to have a talk about this. But I would say, so is Linry the one you relate to the most, or is Linry your favorite mod? But yeah, while my mod answers that, I think these games are so well written in a way, they touch upon, okay, you relate to Linry. Who is your favorite? Still Linry? Or someone else? But, Quincy? Yeah, okay, so we both have Quincy as our favorite. He's such a good boy. He's so sweet. These games tackle really difficult subjects. And I mean, I praised other games like Life is Strange for doing that. I would actually say this does a better job tackling those kind of harder subjects than, like, say, like the first Life is Strange does, even though that also is a concept that hits very close to home to me, the thesis of what if you had just one more day. It is Life is Strange is very earnest in the message it wants to get across, and that's a very good thing. But I think, honestly, a lot, and, like, I think this is why it's so, this series is so successful, especially because RPG Maker stuff, is kind of just, like, dead now. It's, like, it had its heyday in, like, the 2011 to, like, 2014 era. 2010, maybe? To 2014 era. I'll be gracious and say 2010 to 2015 to really let the first filter through and then explode, and then, you know, like, and I'm not just talking horror, I'm talking in general. And it's like, people still put RPG Maker games out there, they still make them, but they don't get nearly as much attention. And they're not nearly as quality, to be perfectly honest. And I know there are a couple of makers like Uri that are still working. Uri, if you don't remember, is the creator of the Strange Man series, Crooked Man, Sandman, Boogeyman, and Hanged Man. Those are fantastic games. But a lot of those were also made in the heyday. Like Crooked Man was on like the end of the heyday of RPG horror. It's up there with Ebe and Misao and Mad Father and Witch's House and stuff like that. And honestly, it's after Ebe, it's my favorite RPG Maker game. But like nowadays, RPG Maker really isn't used, and I mean for good reason, because there's a lot of really crappy ones out there. If you want like a Jeff the Killer game, you're 9 times out of 10 you're gonna find it on RPG Maker because it's easy to access, easy for people to use assets. But you can tell Freebird puts so much like time and thought into their assets, into their character design, into everything to make something to make a game engine that's more simplistic into something very beautiful. And like the CGs alone should really be indicative of that, of how much the CGs have improved and how much one game holds up. To go back to Life is Strange and what my mod's saying, she thinks the first one is overrated. I would say it doesn't really hold up as well. I would say while it's still in my top 20, Before the Storm is still my favorite of the whole series, and True Colors is easily the best. Like, if I had to go back and just, let's take a quick aside. If I had to rank the Life is Strange games, I would say True Colors, Before the Storm, the first one, and the second one. The second one is, like, the worst in the series. I hated it. It was awful. Fucking terrible. I sold that so fast, and I never sell things. But, like, I feel like this is able to get across messages that even Life is Strange would not be able to tackle, because it's not a AAA kind of studio, because it's made in such a simplistic engine. And it's not that it's like, oh, it lets your imagination run wild. It's not that kind of stuff, you know, because there are arguments that before like the days of beautiful graphics, you had to use your imagination, and that makes pixel graphics just the best ever. And it's like, I agree that, you know, you did have to use your imagination a lot more when pixel graphics were out, you know, like when in early video game history, for God's sake, essentially until 3D came out in the mid-90s. Yeah, you had to use your imagination a lot more. You still had to with polygons. You know, you really had to until like fucking PS2 GameCube era. Even then you had to stretch it some, but like, and like, we're spoiled with today's graphics. I agree with that, but like, it doesn't mean that like graphically beautiful games can't inspire your imagination. I think that's such a stupid bullshit argument. But like, so I'm not saying that it's like, oh, it's making your imagination go even harder. I'd say until about 2003-ish. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's about the GameCube PS2 era. Hello, kitty cat. But like, I'm saying that Freebird is writing this very sincerely from the heart, with no real pressures that a AAA studio would give you. There's not a lot of crunch time, like there's not a lot of crunch. They don't have to worry about, it's what they decide as a studio to do. It's not, they don't have pressures from publisher. They are the developers and the publishers. And that is the beauty of making and producing your own game. And I think that they made the choice to stick with RPG Maker and just kind of upgrade it. Upgrade the RPG Maker that they're using. And utilize kind of the smoother, more polished graphics within RPG Maker and assets, but keep it RPG Maker and improve on things like the backgrounds and the CGs and stuff like that. Like that, the space backgrounds in this were stunning. Like when she's in the field of lavender at night, absolutely beautiful. And the wall of CGs that were the photos at the very end during that happy end montage, that was really like, oh my gosh, that was incredible. Especially if you go back and compare that to like the To the Moon CG with Johnny and River, which is still very beautiful. But like it's definitely like it's an improvement. It's like the writing, it's just an improvement. It's not that To the Moon doesn't hold up, it's just that you see the writing grow and evolve, and that's a really cool fucking thing. So I would say, if I had to rank these games, which I normally, I don't like giving scores. I'm okay with ranking games because just because something's at the bottom doesn't mean I don't like it. Unless I explicitly go out on a limb and say I don't fucking like it. But like, if I had to rank these, I would say Finding Paradise is my favorite, then Imposter Factory, and this is just the main entries. Finding Paradise, Imposter Factory, To the Moon. And that's not to say To the Moon is bad, it's that Finding Paradise really hit home for me very personally and in a very grounded way that was really painful. And a lot of parts of Imposter Factory hit that for me too. In a way that To the Moon did not. And that's okay. To the Moon hits a lot of people, and that's why it's the most popular, and I kind of wish that they had hit that, like, that they had kept that traction, because I think Freebird deserves so much more than they have right now, honestly. But at the same time, if they didn't, hello baby, they might be under these constraints to not be, you know, like, that wouldn't let them tell such beautiful, complex stories. So all in all, I actually, like, I see what some of the complaints are about with this game, and for, like, the whole, like, it was confusing as shit, I don't understand what the fuck was going on. I get you. I had a couple of moments like that with their technical jargon and, like, their reality stuff in To the Moon and Finding Paradise. For some reason, this just all clicked for me in Imposter Factory. The fact that they use visuals honestly really, really helped. Especially when they were talking about the layers. That was a great addition, because otherwise people would have been like, what the shit? Like that, I'm like, okay, whatever. But, like, I don't know, thinking that the ending montage is creepy and saying that Neil's being a creep ass because he's, like, living out a fantasy where he gets to have sex with Ava, it's like, get out of here. This is, that was for Quincy and Linry. That was for his parents. And I guess it's ambiguous as to how Neil feels about it, because he was like, well, this is kind of anticlimactic. And that whole thing at the end was actually a pretty meta commentary on what he does and what the other two games are about. Because that happy ending in To the Moon and that happy ending in Finding Paradise couldn't be achieved without those regrets. What Sigmund Core does couldn't be achieved without the regrets that people have in their life. So it's a very meta commentary on what the other two games were. And I think that's really cool. And the fact that it was actually a personal story with, again, characters that we are familiar with, the fact that it all related back to Neil. I also saw complaints about, like, they were like, oh, a character's name change is really stupid. I'm assuming they're talking about Tobias to Neil. I think maybe they thought that, like, it was a switch, like, he got older and then they changed his name. But no, it was literally a multiverse where they just kept his name as Tobias. Where in the real world, his name was planned to be Tobias, and then they decided to change his name to Watts so he could carry on his mother's name and his mother's legacy, and Tobias Watts didn't really sound as good. So they named him Neil Watts. That happens all the time. Parents literally have names lined up for their kids, and then they look at their kid and go, this isn't right, they look like a blank. And there's like 10 names that they had lined up, and then they throw all 10 out the window and go with number 11, which just pops in their head. Or like my mod said earlier in this stream, she was literally named by a group of high school girls. Like, names can come from anywhere, like, and they can change. I don't really think that's a dumb thing. I mean, if it doesn't sit right with people, then that's okay, and they're entitled to their opinion, and I always believe that people are entitled to their opinion. My opinion is, it's not a big deal. I don't see the big deal about it. You'll talk to me later on that. Oh yeah, I know they didn't. Yeah, I don't know if this is the end of the series or not. If it is, I'd be actually kind of sad, but I'd also be okay with it, because there's only so many kind of, I think I was talking about this in the first part, there's only so many like wish fulfillment stories you can do, but if they really want to delve more into Sigmund Core themselves and kind of do crazy out there stories like this, I'd be very interested to see where they take that idea. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, like with Faye there's stuff that is absolutely unanswered. Faye, again, once you threw her into the mix, especially with her becoming an imaginary friend to an AI, that's a big thing. So, and she's got like infinite power. And like, Roxy is absolutely in on this shit now. And Ava still doesn't know about Neil's illness. I mean, like, there's a lot that they can explore with Sigmund Core, but they might decide to explore that in supplementary material because, and this is where supplementary material, for those of you that haven't heard this rant before, I'm sorry. For those who have, I'm also sorry, you get to hear it again. This is where supplementary material comes in handy because it's not a major big plot point thing that you need to be addressing. It's something that you can spin off that you don't think deserves its own game. Or you don't think you can properly express in a game. This is where things like comics and books come in handy. This is not what, people now, like, my problem with games like, I don't know, Overwatch is like, oh, we have this whole world here for you. Go hunt down comics and books about it if you want to know the lore. It's just a match game. Have fun, lol. And, like, stupid me, honestly, for falling into that trap and not realizing that it was just a match game, but I was really pissed. And there are other games that do it too, but that's the first example that always comes to my head, because I got burned due to my own stupidity. But I mean, that's the case. Supplementary material should be something that enhances the world, and it should not be something that defines it. When you need to start using supplementary material to put bandages over boo-boos, like big plot boo-boos, and you don't address them in game, that is problem. But yeah, I mean, like, maybe all that Sigmund Core stuff is just gonna be explored in supplemental comics, or maybe they'll come out with novellas. That would be really awesome. Who knows? Either way, I am following Freebird on Twitter and on Steam now. And they've got a fan right fucking here. It took me 10 years because I played To the Moon in 2021 at the end, so I apologize, Freebird, but you guys are fucking awesome. This is one of my favorite indie devs now. Like, their story writing is phenomenal. I can't get over it. It's fantastic. So, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on, like, the main entries in the series as a whole. I think the only really other one I have to play is a bird story, and then other ones that they've played is, or other ones that they've made aren't related to the Sigmund Core, series. Which I'll have to go and rename that playlist on my YouTube channel, because I like, when I saw Sigmund Core series, I was like, oh, I like that a lot more than To the Moon series. It flows better, because to the, like, not all the games are connected. You just get little homages, like how River and Colin sat next to each other in class, and you just got a hint of it, And then in this one, how Faye traveled on the paper airplane, because that was how Colin tried to contact her all the time, and that's a part of Colin that she still holds very dear. Her relationship with Colin that she still holds dear is his love for paper airplanes. So I like how Faye went from a manic pixie dream girl to an eldritch AI. I think that's fantastic. And yeah, I mean, with Faye, they've opened the doors for a lot. Khan is amazing. Yeah, he is. He's fantastic. So yeah, that was me exploring the main entries. So I'll probably do a bird story next. I don't know how much insightful commentary I'll have on it, but I'll do it because it's part of the fucking series. It's a little bit out of order, but yeah. So that's what I've got to say. And then my mod and I, in the meantime, are gonna have to do some crash tests and some prep hopefully for next weekend. Which I'm super excited for. I actually made a fucking video. Like, I sat there and edited something. So, yeah. that's how into that's how much I'm into. Oh my god. What's gonna cook? What's going down? It's my capacity to brain is failing me. I should shut the fuck up. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I made sense. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I probably did. I usually do. And I will see you guys next time. I know, my wording is so fantastic. Can you tell I majored in writing and I talk about it a lot? I English so good. And I've been the one drinking. Yeah, I know. I am sober, but I am emotionally messed up. Thanks, Freebird. Freebird, I love you. What the fuck? So yeah, I wouldn't expect to hear anything from them for a while, honestly, because they just released this October, November, December, January, 4 months ago. Came out in September, so 4 months ago. So yeah, I wouldn't expect to hear anything new from them unless they do like another, like a small project in vein of some of their other stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time for real. Take it easy.